So let's go ahead and let's get your abs, your hip flexors, and your triceps all at the same time. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lengthen out your hip flexors and your quad. We're gonna engage your trunk to work on trunk stability, and we're gonna train your triceps all at the same time. Now that's in a very efficient exercise. Let me show you how we're gonna go ahead and do it. First of all, you need to use a horizontal vector. Make sure that the band you're using, you can tolerate and you can effectively use. Now the key is gonna be, does this band overtake your trunk? Because the trunk is the key to this whole exercise. I'm going to use a dowel, my 18-inch dowel, to go ahead and train with this, but you're welcome to go ahead and do it any way you want. You can just grab the band. Now the first position is this half kneeling position, and I'm going to turn a little bit sideways here so you can see, but you can see that because my trunk is engaged, my low back can't arch and compensate, which means I'm going to have to engage my hip flexor. Because the band is pulling me back, I've also got to engage my toe into the floor. So now, as I do my tricep presses, I've got to immediately keep all of that engaged. You're going to feel an incredible hip flexor, more of an isolated hip flexor stretch in this position. Now, going up to the next level, we just elevate and we go ahead and put ourselves in this position. Now, as we do it, we're going to get a little bit more lower body involvement, but because we're elevated, the hip flexor and the quad is going to get lengthened out even more because my glutes are engaged by raising myself up. Lastly, if you want to really put emphasis on your quad, put your foot up onto a stool and get yourself in this position. And now start pressing out. Now, you'll have to set your tension, but as you can see, my quad is going to get an incredible amount of stretch as well as my hip flexor. And the whole time, my trunk is engaged because of the horizontal vector, and obviously my triceps are getting trained. It's a great three exercise sequence. You just need to pick out which one you want to start with. If your hip flexor tight and your thigh isn't, which is uncommon, but it could be, attack your hip flexor first. All right, then go ahead and bring yourself up into this position when you get to it. But right now, it's just a great way to hit your tris, hit your abs, and stretch out your hip flexors at the same time. Have a great time with it. And like always, guys, if you like the video, make sure you comment below. But also, hey, these are the types of things that I go ahead and bring to my band gym members every week. So make sure you go ahead, consider jumping on the bandwagon, and let's join me in the band gym this year, and let's go ahead and help you really get better with bands.